A rainy night here at Knight Stadium in Kingwood on top of the mountain. Steve Blake and Gary Livengood here for the Atlantic Broadband Cable Network. Mountain Digital Cable Channel 7 bringing you more Preston Knight varsity football. Gary, the Hedgesville Eagles come flying up here tonight to get their feathers a little wet.
Non-conference game against 0-4 Hedgesville. Brand new coach down in Hedgesville. On paper, Steve, it's a win for the Preston Knights tonight. Hedgesville's giving up 50 points a game, and they're only scoring 16 offensively. They're young and inexperienced. They have a first-year coach in Aaron Fiddler. And if you've been around here lately in Moorfield area, you'll know the Fiddler name. He was coached down in Moorfield and won 5 or 6 championships. Now we have playing the national anthem by the Preston High School Marching Band under the direction of drum major Ashley Schaefer.
Very nice job by the pride of Preston County with our national anthem here. And it's a somewhat sparse crowd tonight due to the weather, Gary, but these are the true believers out here for both of these squads, really. It's a long drive from Berkeley County over here for the folks from Hedgesville, and they're out here in support of a team that is struggling the way the Knights have struggled at times over the past few seasons. For Preston, I think this is a must-win situation.
Yes, we're 3-2 right now, ranked 18th in the AAA SSAC ranking right now. Hedgesville had a bye week last week, Steve, so Coach Aaron Fiddler had a time to get people healthy and get ready for Preston Knights. And I'm sure they scouted us very thoroughly coming into tonight's ball game.
But I'm not sure of the enrollment at Hedgesville, but they only dress about 41 players. They've got about 51 youngsters on that roster, and I think some of those are freshmen that don't dress for the JV games. But you know, they're coming in here, hopefully fighting an uphill battle.
Tonight, the Knights need to watch for freshman quarterback number 8 for the Tyler Hopty, I think, freshman, 5'10", 155. They'll run the jet sweep all the time, and there's number impact player that we got to watch tonight is number 22 Daryl Brown and number 2 Stephen Brown for the Hedgesville. Stephen Brown will go back in and to the Wildcat formation. He'll run the jet sweep all the time, so we need to key on number 2 Stephen Brown and their freshman quarterback. He'll do a good job. He's young, still going. This is a 5th ball game, but keep him inside on that jet sweep.
Yes, indeed. Preston's linebackers cannot get caught standing around flat-footed, waiting to see which way the ball is going to go. They're going to have to be on their horses and out shutting things down, turning things back into the middle of the field quickly if they're going to have success stopping Hedgesville on the ground. And with the weather the way it is, I would look for this to be very much a ground game on both sides of the ball for these teams tonight. I don't think either of these offenses are going to put much faith in putting that ball in the air in these rainy conditions and with these kind of variable wind gusts. We've had wind in here today out of the south, out of the north, out of the east, right in our faces, coming into the booth here. And now quieted down a little bit as we reach game time, but the rain continues to fall. And there's no doubt that the ball is going to be slick and hard to hold on to.
And looking at the Preston Knights tonight, we're led by running back Josiah News. Josiah News has 11 touchdowns in the first 5 ball games, and he's rushing for 920 yards. So I look for us tonight, because of the weather conditions, to go down and run the power I formation. And again, like you said before, I don't think there's going to be much passing, so I don't think Scott Stone, our quarterback, will be running the shotgun very much. But you'll see some other running backs come in there, Cameron Shrout and Austin Powell. I mean, Austin Powell, number 44 on your program, the young man has been running well. Tom Chandler in the offense have been moving some of the linemen around to get better positioning. Tonight at tight end, we're going to have number 34, Casey Shrout, playing 5'8", 200-pound senior. And also Matthew Biggins, junior, 5'9", 253, is going to be moving over to the left tackle spot for the Preston Knights. And Timmy Dalton, 5'2", 6'1", a senior, 6'1", 254, a right tackle. So he's been moving some of his linemen around, Steve, to get better blocking up front against the opponents, because they've been running 6, 7, 8, 9-man fronts on us because of running the power I formation. And we've been fairly one-dimensional offense here for the first 5 ball games. But weather permitting tonight, I look for us to run 90-95% on the ground tonight, because passing's not going to be the best thing to do for the Preston Knights. We are scoring on the season. We're scoring 28 points a game, Steve, which is good. Defensively, we're only giving up 21 points a game, so our defense has been working well. And when you look at our defense, we're playing a 3-5 front. And probably tonight we'll see Bub DeWitt at the nose tackle on the defense. And we'll stud strong side linebacker. We'll probably see Austin Newsom, Sam linebacker, Ryan Deal, the Mike linebacker, Austin Powell, the Will linebacker, Casey Shrout, and the whip linebacker probably will be Logan Manier. And our free safety, Cameron Shrout, will be back there to pick up what comes down the line.
And he's going to have to be very alert to any passes that Hedgesville might elect to put in the air, and he's going to have to carry the load back there as we stack the box here and try to stop the run game. Well, we're nearing game time here. We're going to take a quick break for these messages from the folks that bring you Preston Knight varsity sports action here on Cable Channel 7. Gary and I will be back. We'll find out if we knew anything at all when this game gets started. Coming up next here on Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you, and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Stop by the Manown Mini Mart, located at the intersection of Route 7 and Dogtown Road, just below Walmart, for all your game day supplies, cold drinks, and all your legal beverages, along with homemade fudge, cookies, and pepperoni rolls cooked fresh daily. Check out their Sunoco gas, the official fuel of NASCAR, and off-road fuel and diesel available. They also fill propane tanks. Randy and Linda Huggins, local owners, wish the Knights good luck on another fantastic season.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery. Folks in these parts have trusted their collision repair to MCR for nearly 30 years. Now you can get that same care and experience for mechanical repairs, too. MCR Mechanical can take care of your ride, whether it's normal maintenance work, brakes, shocks, struts, computer diagnostics, even computer alignments. MCR Mechanical will take care of you. To keep your ride in top-notch shape, call MCR Mechanical at 329-3996. MCR Mechanical, beside the Albright Quick Stop in Albright.
Stadium here on top of the mountain at Preston High, and the Preston Knight captains on the field. You see them there for this contest, and they're getting ready to go out for the coin toss, and we'll be just about set, Gary, to get this one underway.
Again, it's very important tonight that we beat Hedgesville, gain the points necessary to keep moving up in the SSAC ranking. Some people said, well, you're a little bit premature in looking for state playoffs and being in the top 16, but
that's where it's done. It's done right in these final 4 or 5 games of the season. That's when you have to get your points. And for a team like the Knights that is struggling to get on the bubble and then move off the bubble and in the right direction, you have to feel that tonight against Hedgesville is a must-win situation. The game against East Fairmont, pretty much a must-win situation. Then the Knights have 3 really tough opponents to close out the season, and I think realistically to stay on the right side of the bubble and get into the playoffs, they're going to have to beat one of those 3 at the very least. Yeah. And we're talking about University High, we're talking about Bridgeport,
Buchanan.
We're talking about Buchanan Upshur, which is a team that has been down for a few seasons, and now they're very resurgent, and they seem to be getting better each and every week. So not good that we get them late in the year. We would have been better off to play them early, I think, this season.
Yeah.
But the schedule is what it is. You deal with it, and you make your own luck. You go out there, leave it all on the field, and you have to see what happens with the rankings based on what you do and what other teams do that you can't control.
The Preston Knights program is getting a little bit of respect around the area now, because when you look at the Friday morning newspapers, and you got all the sports writers and the media people who are predicting who's going to win this ball game. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been getting selected as a winning team against our opponent. So we're getting a little respect. Going out on the field now is number 84, Colton Tasker, number 18 for the Preston Knights, Logan Manier, 52 for the Preston Knights, Timmy Dalton, and Bub DeWitt, number 76, is the captains for the game tonight. The rain slacked off a little bit right here, I think, at the present time at Knight Stadium.
Good for the fans that have gathered, and we thank you for coming out in support of the Knights. It's going to be a sloppy, nasty evening, both on the field and in the stands. I'm sure they'll do big business at the concession stand tonight, just because people can get under that roof and get out of the rain for a few minutes while they buy something to eat. But be that as it may, we appreciate all the support that the Knights are getting here, and we thank you for turning out, and thank you for tuning in here on Cable Channel 7 as we continue our 16th year of coverage of Preston High sports. And just pleased to be here, and glad we can do this again, Mr. Livegood. It's been a long break since that first home game.
Yes, it has. Preston's going to receive the kickoff here to start the ball game. Looking at our offensive unit, rushing, we're gaining 254 yards per game and only 53 yards passing per game. Quarterback Scott Stone's 22 for 67, 4 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. Total 266 yards in the first 5 ball games offensively. So you can see right now we're pretty one-dimensional, but it's working. We're 3-2 right now. We were 2-2 out of the 4 road games we just played. The boys are back here and they're all hopped up and glad to be home.
Yes, indeed. And you can see the progress this team is making season over season, game in, game out. They're working hard. I know you and I have both snuck into some practice sessions and kind of played fly on the wall, and they're intense in practice. They're trying to turn it up a notch.
Moats and Noose are deep for the Knight to get the opening kickoff. I was watching number 5, the kicker, May, for Hedgesville. He was hot and cold in the preliminary warms up there. He squibs one down the line. Picked up the 30-yard line.
And a nice break to bring that ball out over the 45 and on to about the 49-yard line. So the Knights have great field position to start the first offensive series of the evening here.
Cameron Shroud on the carry. Scott Stone at quarterback. Austin Powell, number 44, the blocker for Josiah Noose at fullback, and Josiah Noose at tailback. Blake Miller, freshman, center, 5'5", 211, power I formation.
Here comes the
Noose.
Handoff.
Gone. He's at the 20-15-10 touchdown, Josiah Noose. 49-yard run on the first play.
Noose wastes no time in making a statement here this evening as he takes that one to the house. That gets the fans up and rocking a little bit. We've got a replay here. We'll see Noose as he celebrates in the end zone.
Watch the offensive line blocking for Noose coming off that right side.
Oh, they just tore the Hedgesville line down, man for man. I saw a couple of guys get pancaked. And now the try for the extra point.
The kicker, our new kicker for the Preston Knights, Ryan Farrell, number 82.
Farrell converts on the extra point, and at the 11:44 mark of the first quarter, this game just started, and the Knights have a 7-0 lead, and it's a great night here on the mountaintop so far for Preston, but they cannot let their guard down. Sometimes getting a lead this quickly can be a little bit detrimental. You don't want the boys to ease up.
Yeah, Coach Tennant and I were talking on the coaches show, looking at the 5-game stats. if you look at them, we've been behind in every game at halftime. Second half, we've been blowing people out, and just boom, that's where we've been winning. But good start for the Preston Knights.
And that was not much to Coach Tennant's liking.
No, it wasn't. He kind of looked at me and said, that's I don't know if that's good to know or not.
I know he's been asking these guys, why can't you play in the first half like you play in the second half?
Ryan Farrell deep been kicking off for the Preston Knights. Watch out for number 2 for Hedgesville, the Brown. Scribs along the ground. Brown picks it up on the 15-yard line. He's looking for some blocking.
Oh, he turns the corner and finds a hole, and we've got the same situation here. A speedster taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Josiah Noose.
Our speed matched their speed that time, and lucky that it did, because Noose was able to stop him before he knotted this game up. There he goes down the sideline, and Noose with a nice tackle to take him out of bounds.
Our special teams have been kind of lacking in
kick coverage
here this season compared to last year. People are just not staying in their lanes.
All right, Preston now defensively just outside the red zone, got their backs up against the wall a little bit, and the ball loose on the ground, and that's going to be a tackle for loss back outside the 30 at the 33-yard line.
Colton Tasker in on the tackle. It'll make it second and second.
Tasker saw that ball get loose on the ground there, and his eyes got big. Not a turnover, but a great first step defensively for the Knights as they gain a little bit of breathing room here.
Freshman quarterback. Shotgun. Brown jet sweep. Coming back the other way.
Breaks into the middle, and the linebackers kind of collapse there and help bring him down.
Carried by Garver. He gains about 3 or 4 yards. 3rd down and 15 for Hedgesville. We'll get you the defensive lineup as we go along here in the first quarter. I see number 76, Bub DeWitt, 6 foot, 320-pound senior nose tackle. They're in their 3-5. Brown in motion on the jet sweep. Got him, kept him inside. Look at the black jerseys around Brown.
The Knights did not mess around with that. They got going immediately with the snap of the ball and got out there and met him at the corner, and he was just not able to get any leverage at all and advance that ball. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 16 situation for the Eagles.
LaRue and Deal were over there quickly to help make the tackle. Hedgesville is going to call timeout. Coach Fiddler said, let's bring him over here, and this 4th down play right now is going to be a very important play for Hedgesville here early in the ball game.
Well, it's definitely 4-down territory for him, even though we're early in the contest. You're not going to punt that ball from this location, and I doubt that his kicker has the leg to get him 3 points from there. Good for him if he does. He's a definite college prospect, because that would end up being, about a 47, 48-yarder.
Yeah, it takes 7 yards from the line of scrimmage and add 10 more to it.
Yeah. If you can find a young man at this level that can kick those with any consistency, he's going to get a meal ticket to go to a good school somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles have made their decision, and they're going to line up here on 4th down, try to get a big play.
Number 15 to the flanked out to the right. I mean, he's big. Boy, went up right
Brown with the catch. Let's take another look here.
He goes right up between 2 or 3 Preston Knights.
Tell you what, that's an awfully nice throw of a wet ball right there, and he took that in stride. They're going to rule it a touchdown, Gary.
Well, no, they're slapping hands at Preston Knights.
Wait a minute. Well, the officials conferring. Maybe they ruled that incomplete after all.
Well, I want them to know where the chains are. The chains people have already moved the chains.
So now a little bit of confusion will ensue. All right, the officials trying to get their act together, and we'll do the same up here.
Well, they moved it. They brought it out of the end zone and brought it out to the interception.
All right, they ruled the ball intercepted at the end of that play. Took their time doing it, but good for the Knights.
Josiah Noose again.
And Noose going right to work, right into the heart of that Hedgesville defense, right through the middle of the line there, up over the 25 and on to the 29-yard line.
Turning clock, 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Preston 7, Hedgesville 0. Preston on their second series on their own 20-yard line.
Somebody got the snap count wrong. I do believe that's going to cost the Knights 5.
Robbie Schaefer for the Preston Knights. Our right guard, junior 5'7", 230.
A little bit anxious. He fired off the line there aggressively.
And we've been averaging 72 yards a game in the first 5 ball games and penalties, Steve. And just can't continue that when you get into the likes of University High School with Bridgeport.
No, those mistakes will kill you. All right, Hedgesville able to bottle this one up. And they take Cameron Shrout down as he wades into the middle there and is surrounded by a bunch of white uniforms.
Josiah Noose back into the ball game. Shroud out. Scott Stone getting the play call from offensive coordinator Tom Chandler. Power I.
3rd and 6 for the Knights here.
Josiah Noose, quick pitch, getting to the outside. Near the first down marker.
He started to cut that one up, and then he bounced it to the outside when there wasn't much room to work with there, and made a positive play out of something that probably wasn't going to go anywhere.
Now 4th down for Preston.
You'd have to believe right now, leading 7-0, that the Knights are going to probably play field position here and punt this ball out.
Well, Scott Stone's going in.
Yeah.
And they're going to power I deep in their own territory.
Okay. Rolling the dice here early. And the Knights fire off the ball, and they move the sticks.
44, I was telling you about number 44, Austin Powell, 5'9", 220-pound fullback. I mean, he just said, come on, boys. That's a big gamble by head coach Jonathan Tennant here early in the football game on your own, 30-yard line?
Hey, he's serious about not wanting to be trailing this game at halftime. Come on now.
He had a lot of confidence in his offensive line and his running back.
They've come to the sideline and said, Coach, we got it. We got these guys. We can push them.
I'd say right now our offensive line has control of the line of scrimmage. They're moving the defensive line back from Hedgesville 4, 5, 6 yards, giving Powell and Noose time to find an opening. Blake Miller to center. Bub DeWitt, left guard. Timmy Dalton, right tackle.
And Miller anchoring that line like a veteran, even though he's just a freshman.
Noose breaks it down.
Break another one away here.
Bring it down to the 10-yard line. Josiah Noose.
Caught from behind there by number 22 for Hedgesville. That is Darrell Brown, and there aren't too many people that can catch Josiah Noose as we look at the replay here. And Brown was up to the task. He ran him down from behind and saved a touchdown. But Noose strikes deep into Eagle territory with that one.
That's why that young man's averaging so many yards per game for the Preston Knights. 200, has 920 total on the first 5 ball games, averaging over 200.
Stone calling signals.
Fumble.
Turns and the ball loose.
Fumble on the play.
Bad exchange. Miller and Stone, but with the wet rain and the wet ball and everything else, that's going to happen. Second down and 13. The ball on the Hedgesville 13-yard line with 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Preston 7, Hedgesville 0.
All right, after that little miscue, Stone comes up under center. And they're going to pitch it right. And on the cutback, Trout's going to be tackled again quickly.
We just didn't have our blockers picking up their men.
Bring up 3rd and 16 for the Knights.
You may see number 44 again, Steve. Behind Big Bub DeWitt on that right side guard position.
And we're going to see a timeout first as they're going to talk things over. They'll take a quick break here, leading 7-0. First quarter action here at Preston High. 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And the Knights, with a great offensive surge to get deep into Hedgesville territory here, would like to get a big play, pick up the third down, or pick up the first down on 3rd and long, and see if they can't stick another one in the end zone in the first quarter here.
Well, they evidently have some set play call because they've changed 3 people from that line right now. So Coach Chandler and Coach Tennant have got some special play called here for the 3rd and long. Reminder at halftime, you hear the Preston High School Marching Night Band in the background. Halftime, get your favorite beverage and a snack and sit down and watch Preston High School Marching Band under the direction of Debbie Westbrook and Shanae Bloom. Drum major Ashley Schaefer. The theme for this year's Songs from the Radio, Happy is our first song. Gold on the ceiling, and we're lucky.
From the shotgun, Knights going to run it to the left, and Noose struggles forward with it.
Dig and dig and dig. That's it's going to be 4th down and probably 1.
Yeah, he was angling toward the first down marker and toward that corner marker. He wanted the end zone.
Quick snap from Scott Stone, quarterback sneak. Scott Stone straight up the middle, untouched.
All right, the Knights again depend on those big horses on the front line there, and he gets a great block from Miller and the rest of the offensive line and just walks that one right in. Untouched, Scott Stone. Right here we see the replay. He just gets low and just follows the big guys and breaks into the end zone, and the celebration begins. 4:54 on the clock. The Knights with 13, and the extra point kick is up, and it is good.
Ryan Farrell.
Farrell brings a new dimension to scoring for the Preston Knights as they struggled early with extra points, but Farrell is a good kicker.
14 zip as they come back up the field with 4:54 to go here in the opening quarter.
Now this is more according to the plan that Coach Tennant lays out for his team. Get control of that offensive line, and especially on a wet, sloppy night like this, hang on to that ball and churn it out, churn it out. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you have Josiah Noose who says, Coach, I'll churn out about 50 for you here in one play.
Yeah, and Austin Powell made that big first down for us there in our deep in our own territory here a little while ago. And then Noose, the very next play, Noose takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Farrell gets set to kick it away now as the Knights hope to press their advantage here with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first period.
I'm sure Coach Tennant talked to the special teams about staying in their lanes and don't kick the ball to number 2.
Well, you know, that was the one breakdown that we've really seen the Knights suffer.
See what it takes?
Early.
Yeah. Yeah, don't kick the ball to number 2.
Well, a lot of running around there and finally brought down.
Back to the 20-yard line for the Hedgesville Eagles.
That was Gettner on the run back, and I think he was looking for Brown to try and get him the ball, but couldn't find him in that crowd right there.
He was just standing over there in the middle of the field.
Preston now in a little better position defensively as there's a lot of green for Hedgesville to try and negotiate here to put points on the board, and we get a whistle immediately. The Hedgesville players were clapping. I think that's going to be against the Knights. So that'll make it 1st and 5. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone. And again, those are small mistakes, but the kind that in a close game can hurt you bad.
Yeah, that's what Coach Tennant was talking about. When you average 70-some yards penalties, there, Brown trying to break it off to the left side. Not much gain for Hedgesville. If you look at number 15 for Hedgesville, they're wide out. The boy is a big boy. I'd say probably goes about 260, 270, number 15.
Well, and he can get up for the ball.
We don't have his number on the roster.
Xavion Jones.
Xavion Jones, okay. Quarterback trying to break loose. He just slides down with all the black jerseys trying to knock him down.
And that's probably a wise move there. You know, a lot of youngsters in the freshman year would maybe not take the opportunity to slide like that and kind of save themselves a little bit. But I think he's learned early on in this season that he doesn't want to take hits from some of the big guys out there in the middle. And he's better off to take what he can get and then slide and come back and live to fight another series of downs.
And Steve, as you were looking at the Hedgesville roster, I mean, Brown, Stephen Brown, number 2, and his brother Darrell Brown, number 22. I mean, they only have about 5 or 6 seniors on the team.
Yeah, they're a very young squad, and admittedly, I think they would tell you themselves they're struggling a little bit this season, trying to build a program, much as Preston has struggled for a couple of years trying to get things going. And you know, they all seem to be on the same page, and there is some talent there. But I think the Knights are the better team on the field here tonight so far, and I think they've proven it.
Reverse.
Hedgesville trying to rely on speed, and things getting a little chippy over there along the sideline.
Colton Tasker made a big hit come over there on the Garver boy, and he got up.
Garver didn't like it.
He didn't like it. Gave him a little,
a little extracurricular, little hi, how you doing over there on the far sideline.
But he gained 8 yards on the run, so very productive.
Brings up a 2nd and almost 3. they load things to the near side here, and he's looking to throw, stops, back in the middle, and the Knights nearly picked that one off.
It's not getting any rush. We're not getting any linebackers going through those gaps in there and getting after that quarterback.
Well, we've got some laundry on the field, but
motion penalty against Hedgesville.
So that all went for naught. Geltner almost committed the mortal sin for a young quarterback of trying to throw back across the field too far there. And he didn't quite have the arm for, I think, what he was trying to pull off.
Did you pronounce his last name? Hoji? H-O-E-L-T-J-E? That's the quarterback.
I'm just going to call him Taylor.
Taylor. Let's just call him Taylor. All right, that'd be good. Taylor's going to drop back.
That's his first name.
Got it. Ooh!
That was in and out of the hands of Cameron Shrout so quickly that he couldn't believe it. He thought he had one right there. He read the quarterback's eyes all the way, got a good jump on that ball, and laid out there and just couldn't quite hang on to the wet pigskin.
Fiddler's game plan evidently had our weakness is our pass defense, and as you can tell, he's
our pass defense has not been too weak here so far.
No. Draw play.
They go back to Garver on the draw, and
he gets the first down.
He's been the most productive element in their offense on the ground here so far.
We're just not getting our linebackers in those right gaps against Hedgesville right now.
And give the Eagles credit. They did a good job with that draw. They froze the linebackers. Their timing was excellent on that play, and that's a hard one to pull off. Nearly got blown up in the backfield, but they were successful, so they keep things going here.
Oh, Brown's not going anywhere that time.
You see what that draw play does, though. That makes defensive linemen angry.
I was just talking about linebackers. 1, 2, 3, 4 linebackers in there on that tackle.
There you go.
So they knew what gaps to get in that time. I'll tell you, when you got on the defensive line, you got Powell, 5'9", 220. You got Bubba DeWitt playing at nose guard, 6 foot 220, and the other one is number 56 for the Preston Knights, Dylan Kale, 5'7", 195, playing the other defensive slot.
Nobody wants to get fooled on that draw play.
Quick pitch out to Brown on the left side. Boys, oh boy, I tell you what, he put a lick on one of our boys.
Yeah, Brown has some power in his running.
Number 84, he put a hit on Colton Tasker, and he's up kind of staggering around a little bit. So he's coming out of the ball game, and going into the ball game is Caleb Gribble.
They'll take a look at Tasker and evaluate him a little bit. Anytime there's contact like that, you're going to get a look from the trainer.
Coach Tennant says, come up here and stand beside of me, boy. See how you are. Didn't make the tackle. Boy, I tell you, had him up there at the line of scrimmage, and he was spinning and moving and turning and churning. The Brown boy, I tell you, for being 6 foot 180, that kid can run pretty good.
Yeah, Steve Brown with a nice run. And Hedgesville keeps things moving. They move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line here.
51 seconds ago in the first quarter. Preston 14, Hedgesville 0.
Knights are looking to make a big play defensively here, make a stop, force a turnover if they can. Something to kind of discourage this Hedgesville squad.
Oh,
boy.
Now there's a good tackle.
He didn't slide that time.
No, he did. Christian Miller, freshman. we got a player down. That is Christian, our starting center. And we don't need that, so we have timeout with an injury on the field. Steve, we're off next week. Boys.
Yeah, a rare open week for the Knights after being on the road for way too long, in my opinion. They come back home, we get one game in, and then, gosh, we have an open date. Coach Tennant, I'm sure, will use that time wisely, and he's going to plot and plan and work to get his team ready for a nice little run of home games. Only one more road game for the Knights on the season. And
University High,
Yeah, just down the road to Morgantown to play University High. And that's a team that we're all very familiar with, and a team that's very successful this season.
It's good to see Christian up under Blake. He wants to be called, his name's Christian, but he wants to be called Blake. So number 54 is up and around. And East Fairmont, homecoming. So
it's going to be a big night here at Preston High.
Yes, it will.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and the Preston High School Hall of Fame inductees.
The Hall of Fame
inductees will be announced. So there'll be a lot of activities going here.
First class of inductees into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So stay tuned for more on that. We'll have some special information coming up in future broadcasts.
Brown takes it around. Boy, they're running over that our right side defensively. That's 90% of their plays right now in the first quarter have been running over to our right side of our defense.
So Brown has been their best option, and has kept the drive going for them here.
20 seconds go here in the opening quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Hedgesville on the Preston 33-yard line. Wildcat straight back to Brown. He's looking. Throws way up high in the air. Intercepted by Preston Knights. It looks like number 18, Logan Manier.
Yes, indeed. Let's take a look at that one again, Gary. You know, Brown's got a nice arm. He had plenty of mustard on that ball. The Knights had 3 defenders over there, and Manier, closest to the receiver, was able to go up and wrestle that ball away.
That was the old Wildcat for the Hedgesville Eagles.
Well, that got a little wild. 13 seconds remaining in the first period, and the Knights able to protect that 14-zip lead here. They hold the Eagles out of the end zone once again.
Straight power eye. Boy, Hedgesville, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 men. Josiah Noose.
Yeah, Noose breaks right through the middle of that and finally surrounded out over the 40.
That wasn't Noose. That was Austin Powell.
I'll tell you what, he looked like Josiah Noose running through the middle there.
Boy, that was a quick hitter up the middle. That offensive line just blew those Eagles right off the line.
Powell found the right gap, and then he was running in the middle of a whole flock of Eagles, but they couldn't lay a hand on him. All right, we come to the end of one. The Preston Knights stake themselves to a 14-zip lead after 1 quarter, and they're celebrating on the sideline. We'll come back and celebrate with them right after these messages here on Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station.
Talk to people who've gotten their collision damage repaired at MCR. They'll tell you their vehicle comes back looking like new. MCR has been making cars and trucks look like new for nearly 30 years now. It's because they do it so well. Whether it's taking care of those little dents and dings or complete collision repair, MCR is the place to call. The number's 329-3033. MCR Collision in Albright. Your car or truck will look like it just rolled off the showroom floor.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A 2-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
1, hut 2, hut 3.
Fuck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston Knight football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Stop by the Manown Mini Mart, located at the intersection of Route 7 and Dogtown Road, just below Walmart, for all your game day supplies, cold drinks, and all your legal beverages, along with homemade fudge, cookies, and pepperoni rolls cooked fresh daily. Check out their Sunoco gas, the official fuel of NASCAR, and off-road fuel and diesel available. They also fill propane tanks. Randy and Linda Huggins, local owners, wish the Knights good luck on another fantastic season.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Whether your little one has an earache or you simply have a sinus infection, it's urgent that you get the care you need fast. That's why they call them urgent care facilities and not drive 45 minutes to an out-of-area hospital facilities. Fortunately, Preston Memorial Hospital now has an urgent care facility that's open 7 days a week, so all Preston residents can get the immediate attention they need and get better as quickly as possible. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Ford DMC, Morgantown Power Store, Kingwood Resort.
We return to the mountaintop here, and the rain has been off and on here tonight, and it's kind of slacking a little bit right now, but still a little drizzle falling. Not bothering the Preston Knights as they lead this contest 14-zip after one, and things going according to plan pretty much the way Coach Tennant, I think, would have drawn it up on paper at this point, although we've had a couple of little breakdowns. We've had some bend but don't break moments for our defense and our special teams.
Well, they pretty well have things picked out now against Hedgesville Eagles of who's running the ball and what's going on. Right now it's been a two-man show between number 2 and number 3, and, of course, their quarterback, the Taylor boy. Quick hitter up the middle, and may make a yard or two out of the run. Powell.
Just took a look at our student section down there. They're all standing with their phones in their hands. They're letting everybody who didn't come to the game know what a mistake that was right now.
Well, we got 1,400 students here at Preston High School in grades 9 through 12, so there's 300 or 400 down there. Brave the old rain and the cold weather.
All right, tonight set to go again quickly.
Noose.
And he's going to be caught and driven back by number 51 for the Eagles.
Well, Schaefer, the lineman on the right side, did not hold their blocks that time, and as soon as Noose got the ball, they were all over him.
Nick Johnson with the initial grab on him there, and from there it was just downhill. So that play did not work to perfection.
Yeah, they've got some good size. They got 285, 240, 230, 235. They got some good size. But we got the beef up front. Right now, there's not too many teams that we play that are going to have more beef up front than the Preston Knights. Powell again, power driving up middle. And he may have squirmed and wiggled and kept his legs going up to the first down marker.
Awfully close to it there. And the Knights out of the shotgun that time, the quick handoff, and he was able to get up to full speed there in just a couple of steps. A nice run by the young man.
Well, they're going to take a timeout for a measurement. That'll let both teams catch their breath. And I think a rainstorm right now, Steve, I see the umbrellas going down. And
letting up a little bit.
Yeah.
We can't complain too much about the weather that we've had up here on the mountaintop so far this fall.
Preston first down on the Hedgesville, 48-yard line here in the opening minutes of the second quarter.
Now that's a big step right there for the Knights to keep the drive alive, keep moving that ball downfield, sustain their momentum, and keep the pressure on Hedgesville.
Scott Stonen is in the shotgun. Noose coming around to the right side. Cuts it upfield. Josiah Noose cuts it back across field. Josiah Noose turns it back in. All the way, Josiah Noose, 48-yard line.
He got a good initial block coming across, and then this little stiff arm right here, and he just lays the defender out. And after that, Katie bar the door.
47-yard run.
Noose turns around. There's nobody within 5 yards of him to celebrate. He's down there in the end zone all alone momentarily. All right, the Knights will get set for the extra point here.
Still got a Hedgesville player down on the field as the trainer's out there tending to him.
Shaking up on the play, and I don't have a number yet, but that's number 51. That's the young man who made the big tackle on Noose earlier. Nick Johnson. So Johnson shaking up on the play, but good to see him on his feet and headed off to the far side, and he'll go over there and have a little chat with the trainer.
Well, it's so much more, or so much easier when you can successfully complete your PATs.
Ball down, the kick up. Farrell puts that one right straight over the center of the uprights. So right down the middle, and Preston continues having a good night here on a rainy night in Kingwood. 21-0 over Hedgesville with the second quarter just underway. 9:58 on a stop clock now as the Knights and the Eagles huddle and strategize here as we prepare for the kickoff. And now Coach Tennant is I'm sure, emphasizing right now to his special teams, look, guys, we've got 21 points. Let's not mess this up. Let's not give them anything cheap and easy. And it really is just about these guys staying in their lanes, staying home, and everybody does his job. They'll get a stop here.
Yeah.
But the Johnsons are very, very dangerous. And Hedgesville got a couple other good runners out there on the return team.
I see Coach Forbes making sure the Knights have 11 players on the field.
I might tell Farrell kick it out of bounds. I might rather take the penalty.
I would see another scribbler somewhere along the line. Farrell's a left-footed kicker. Quite a soccer player also on the soccer team, Steve.
Indeed he is. And that's a high kick. Bounding down and taken down there loose for a moment.
Hand it off.
Pick up and hand it off. Now, that's what they wanted to do last time. Ball was picked up on the run by Geltner, and then he hands it to Steve Brown, and Brown tries to turn the corner and use Geltner as a little bit of a shield, as a blocker. But the Knights sniffed that one out.
That was a nice kick. It was down to about the 10, 11-yard line, so we're getting some depth and height on the kicks. So it gives our coverage team time to get down there and make the tackle.
Not a lazy kick either. Geltner had a little bit of trouble getting the handle on that ball. He sort of muffed it initially and then picked it up and kind of got the handle and then took off and went looking for Brown.
They're back in the shotgun again, looking to pass.
Oh, quick handoff.
Ooh.
And boy, spinning in there, coming up into the middle.
Yeah.
Garver takes a shot that spins him like a helicopter blade.
Austin Powell, I think it was a helmet-to-helmet hit there. Powell put the hurt on him. You heard that crack clear up here in the booth, and I have a feeling we're going to get a unsportsmanlike personal foul.
Yeah, indeed. They're marching off the personal foul now. That's a big penalty. That's going to move the ball out almost to the 40-yard line, over the 49. So that gets Hedgesville to midfield, but that is not the way you want to get there.
No, but you got to be physical. You got to let them know that you're going to come up through here. We're going to be hit when you get in our territory. There's going to be a black jersey putting a helmet on you.
Well, they definitely learned that lesson. Rounding the corner and taken down out of bounds over there across the way, and it's that sudden change of direction that looks so imposing there on the video.
Cameron Shrout went over there and put another lick on him, but of course hit him down around the hip area, knocked him out of bounds. Yeah, Coach Tennant wants that team to be physical, but to the point that you're not getting unsportsmanlike penalties called on you. And you got about 5 linebackers. The defensive leaders, you know, the Newsom, Powell, Shroud, Smith, and Tasker, those boys will put a hit on you. Whoa.
Well, Hoji got out of one trap and walked right into another. He couldn't get away from Ryan Deal.
The same linebacker for the Preston Knights. Going into the lineup, Garrett Hawkins, freshman, going in, and coming out of the ball game is Christian Miller. Give him a little break. He's also the center for the team, and get a little experience for the freshman. Garrett Hawkins, 5'7", 198 freshman. Stalky boy. Taylor back, looks, being hit, throws it up in the air, going to be intercepted. Oh!
Nearly picked off.
I thought Peanut Boyles was going to take that back.
Yeah, he couldn't believe he didn't end up with the ball right there.
Because Dylan Kale put a big rush on him, and he had to throw it up in the air.
I'll tell you what, Kale went back there, and there was one blocker to the right of Hoji, and Kale just threw him out of the way. Folded him up like a piece of paper and sent him flying.
Preston takes their second time out of the first half with 8:27 to go. Preston 21, Hedgesville 0. Reminder, at halftime, the Preston High School Night Marching Band will provide some entertainment, and I don't know whether the Hedgesville band's here tonight. I don't know whether they're going to go out in the field tonight or not. But anyway, you can hear music from down below from the Hedgesville Eagle Marching Band. No, that's not the Preston High School cheerleaders. That's
no, that's Hedgesville.
That's the Hedgesville cheerleaders.
You count the band and the cheerleaders, there are probably more of them than there are Hedgesville fans. Although I think that Hedgesville crowd was a little bit bigger than what we're seeing down here right now. A lot of them must be clustered around getting hot dogs and coffee and hot chocolate and so forth.
Chandler Baker, sophomore, gets away from the ball, and the Preston Knights will take over 1st and 10 on the Hedgesville, or on their own 29, 20, whatever it is, 29-yard line. That'll be close enough. Tell you what, Josiah Noose has broke 2 long runs to provide touchdowns, and of course he scored on a long run, but in the opening play of the game.
And if you're Coach Tennant, what do you say when you go in at halftime here? It's about time?
Yep.
Fellas, thank you.
Stone back in the shotgun, Noose in motion. Pass, looking. Ooh, just slightly overthrowing.
Yeah, that was intended for Austin Newsom out there on the sidelines, and Newsom couldn't quite catch up to the ball. Nice tight spiral throwing there by
Scotty Stone.
By Stone. And Gary, I'm surprised both of these teams have really not been shy about putting the ball in the air here tonight. We thought that perhaps they would be, given the weather conditions.
Well, I think
again, shows what we know.
Aaron Fiddler knows probably the only way he can get the ball and score against Preston is to throw the football. And that first drive right at the end of the first quarter, that's how he was advancing the ball, passing.
And we've got another Hedgesville player prone on the turf over there.
Coach Aaron Fiddler going over to check on him. Looks like one of their big linemen.
Yeah, that's number 52, and I'm looking here on the roster, and I don't see a 52. He must be 52 when they wear the black uniform.
So anyway, here with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, Preston 21, Hedgesville 0. Preston looking to go to 4-2 on the season. And do you know what that means, Steve? Coach Tennant's been here for, this is his 3rd year, and this will be the most wins in any season thus far.
It'll be the first time the Knights have been 4-2 in several seasons, going back to years prior to Coach Tennant's arrival.
Well, may have been to Coach Wilson when we went to the state playoffs in 2008, or I think
time flies when you're having fun.
I think Coach Connick may have had a couple 5-win seasons in his coaching career.
And now you're going way back. Okay, the Knights face a big 3rd down here. Trout was unable to gain the corner and get any leverage on that last run. So out of the shotgun. And it looked to me like Hedgesville jumped off sides. We'll see what the official has to say.
And that will make it 3rd and 5 for Preston on their own 34-yard line.
Much more manageable situation here now. The Knights have a lot more options with a 3rd and 5.
Got 8 men up on within 3 yards of the ball. Noose.
Oh, Noose gets an opening, and he's going to get
go
down and more.
Boy,
Nice cut back just over midfield and down to the 45-yard line of Hedgesville, and he had his pins taken out from under him, but it's another big gain.
Yes.
And Deuce keeps the drive alive for Preston, and the sticks move again.
Free safety Hunter boy come up there and I think just ducked his head and closed his eyes and knocked Josiah News down, but it will be 1st and 10 for Preston. We're down on the Hedgesville 45-yard line with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Young man had to be saying to himself, well, if I close my eyes when I open them again, I'm either going to be the hero or the goat.
He was a hero.
Shrout, and he just cannot get much traction out there on that corner. Hedgesville has got that play diagnosed. As soon as they see him make that first step, they've got a corner and a linebacker over there, and they sandwich him in and bring him down.
Cameron needs to turn it up a little quicker. He's not as fast as Josiah. He needs to turn it up quicker north to south and not run east and west so far, because their corners are coming up there, not letting him turn the corner quick enough. Stone throws. Complete pass.
That ball intended for Austin Newsom, and that time Newsom able to get in good position there and make the reception. And Stone with a nice strike there.
Nice pitch and catch.
Look at that tight spiral. And the defender never turned his head. The ball was there before he ever knew it. Cardinal mistake there. He was watching the receiver all the way and never had a chance at that. Knights will pound it ahead.
Number 24, Josiah Newsom.
Noose down to the 5. Check that, make that, he's down to about the 10-yard line. Quick pitch.
Number 24, Josiah Newsom on the carry. Stop made by Oakland Fitzwater.
The Noose comes up just a little bit gimpy. He's going to come off to the near side here quickly. Preston hurrying back to the line of scrimmage.
Ooh!
Just unable to get a toe down in the corner there.
Tended to Logan Manier.
Yeah, Manier made a nice grab on the ball. Thought he was able to drag the toe there in the corner, but the official says, sorry, out of bounds.
4th down and 5 to go. Do you think we're going to see number 44 carry the ball?
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, hold on. We've got a timeout, Preston.
That's our last timeout for the first half with 4:39 to go, up 21-0.
But you can't take them with you, so you might as well use them. That's what the coach would
That's
say.
right. You can't carry them over to the second half.
No. You get new ones in the second half. Hedgesville back on their heels a little bit right now and doing everything they can defensively, and they had a bit of luck on that pass play because Manier had the defender beat. He just couldn't quite come down inbounds with the ball. But the Eagles here coming in at 0-4 and struggling a little bit, and as they go to halftime here in about 4.5 minutes, they got to be a little shell-shocked. I don't think they were expecting this kind of first half performance by the Preston Knights. And if you looked at us on film throughout the first half of the season, you wouldn't.
Spread formation. Good defense by Hedgesville that time. Ball knocked out of Newsom's hand. So Hedgesville will take over on the Preston, 5-yard line?
Yeah, they'll have a 1st and 10 here. 1st and 10 from the 7. So they dodge a bullet here before halftime.
Knights up 21-0.
But the big task right now for Hedgesville is they're in a deep, deep hole. They're going to have to perform well offensively and not make mistakes right here if they want to get this ball away from their end zone. A nice cut back. Maneuvering in the middle there is Brown.
Stop made by number 84, Colton Tasker. 1st and 10 Eagles.
That's a big first down for the Eagles right there, Gary. That moves them away from their own goal line and allows them the luxury of being able now to make a mistake and not have it wind up in points on the Knights side of the board.
Brown.
Brown out there dangerous when he gets to the corner, but the Knights able to run him out of bounds.
Shroud says, I don't think you're going to go any farther.
Well, he does advance it out to the 30 before Shroud is able to lasso him and bring him down. So he picks up about 6. And that's a good run on 1st down. 2nd and 4 now. Brown, pretty good north to south runner there. He picks a hole, and regardless of the situation, once he makes the commitment, he runs hard up in there, and he's able to more than pick up the necessary yardage for the 1st down. So they keep the clock turning down to 3:14. They pick up their 2nd 1st down of the drive here, and they move that ball out over the 35 to the 37. Brown. Oh, he's brought down in there, wrestled to the ground.
Casey Shroud.
By Casey Shroud, and a whole host of Knights getting in on the end of the play there. Loss of about 2 on the play. Here comes Brown again.
Oh.
Number 3,
No, check that.
Colton Tasker.
Yeah, Garver, not Brown, with the carry. And Tasker in there slashes in and takes him to the ground quickly.
down 14 for the Eagles.
So a loss of 2 more on the play.
Sign news coming out with 1:54 to go in the 1st half. Take a little break. Hedgesville 3rd and 14 on their own 35-yard line.
I don't believe they'll put the ball in the air here. He drops straight back, runs to the right, and calls his own number, and Hoji out of bounds over there in front of the Hedgesville bench. And Tasker drives him out of bounds, well short of 1st down territory. So it looks like the Knights will get the ball back with 1:32 to go. I can't imagine that Hedgesville, they're sending the kick team in. Can't imagine they would do anything but punt it away in this situation.
Deep, Chandler Baker
Oh, and we got a good rush on the ball, but Baker got it away. So the Knights fair catch it.
Brady Baker. Knights will take over 1st and 10.
Yet young man is only a sophomore, 5'5", 167. So
got a 38, 39-yard punt there. And the Knights with the fair catch. Minute and 17 seconds before the halftime break.
Well, let's don't do anything crazy here. Just run the clock in and go in with a 21-0 win. I mean, lead here in the first half. Powell. Oh, Powell drive. Ran right over the Gilner boy.
Knights pick up a big first down there, move the sticks, clock winding down to the 1 minute mark now. Stone back to pass, completes it over the 50-yard line.
Second catch of the night for Logan Manier. Officials won't get out of their way, trying to.
Nice trying to go quickly here, and the officials giving Hedgesville time to make a substitution if they want. We've got a flag down in the backfield.
Well, I tell you, Austin Newsom came back and he laid the timber on.
And we've got flags all over the field now. Let's take another look here. There's one in the backfield.
Well, we missed the personal foul. Like I said, 70-some yards a game and penalties, and we've probably got about over half of those here in the first half.
And I'm not sure, you know, we're not down there on the sidelines, don't have a mic and can't hear what's being said and what's going back and forth in detail down there. You know, it looked like maybe they threw the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty flag because we were celebrating too much after the big hit on the sidelines. But I can't say that for sure, but if that's the case, I don't agree with it. Now the penalty that they're going to mark off comes way back upfield. That's a holding call that happened well behind the play. And that's got the Hedgesville faithful.
Well, we evidently got two penalties. We got two penalties.
Yeah, they mark off the unsportsmanlike conduct, and then they mark off the holding penalty. So they're saying the unsportsmanlike conduct, the only way you'd get both would be if that came after the play.
After the play had to be
after the whistle blew. And I got to believe that they called that either on our sideline or on the player who made the hit for celebrating too much, and I just don't agree with that.
That was Austin Newsom, number 22.
You know.
Scott Stone kneels down. That'll end the first half with Preston up 21-0.
All right, the Knights go off to the locker room to make some adjustments. They got to be a little happier than they have been earlier in the season when they've trailed at halftime virtually every game. Hedgesville, well, they continue to struggle. We're going to see what they come back with to offer us in the second half. We'll do all that after these messages from the sponsors that bring you Preston Knight Varsity Sports right here on Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston Knight football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Stop by the Manown Mini Mart, located at the intersection of Route 7 and Dogtown Road, just below Walmart, for all your game day supplies, cold drinks, and all your legal beverages, along with homemade fudge, cookies, and pepperoni rolls cooked fresh daily. Check out their Sunoco gas, the official fuel of NASCAR, and off-road fuel and diesel available. They also fill propane tanks. Randy and Linda Huggins, local owners, wish the Knights good luck on another fantastic season.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery. Folks in these parts have trusted their collision repair to MCR for nearly 30 years. Now you can get that same care and experience for mechanical repairs, too. MCR Mechanical can take care of your ride, whether it's normal maintenance work, brakes, shocks, struts, computer diagnostics, even computer alignments. MCR Mechanical will take care of you. To keep your ride in top-notch shape, call MCR Mechanical at 329-3996. MCR Mechanical, beside the Albright Quick Stop in Albright.
Tonight's selections. The band begins with the ever popular Happy by Pharrell Quality furniture and outstanding service are right here in Preston County. Come experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, featuring furniture made in the USA. And they're the region's exclusive dealer for West Virginia-made Imperial mattresses. Bedrooms, occasional groups, living rooms, home decor, dining rooms, and more. Get queen mattress sets starting as low as $299. Great selection and the best price. Experience the Delano's difference. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7, Terra Alta, and Reedsville.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston Knight football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of north central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Stop by the Manown Mini Mart, located at the intersection of Route 7 and Dogtown Road, just below Walmart, for all your game day supplies, cold drinks, and all your legal beverages, along with homemade fudge, cookies, and pepperoni rolls cooked fresh daily. Check out their Sunoco gas, the official fuel of NASCAR, and off-road fuel and diesel available. They also fill propane tanks. Randy and Linda Huggins, local owners, wish the Knights good luck on another fantastic season.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
we are back at Preston High, where the Knights enjoy a 21-zip lead over the Hedgesville Eagles here coming out of halftime, and it's a excited and enthusiastic group of Knights taking the field from the locker room, Gary, and they should be excited. They've made some progress here in this contest, doing something that they've been unable to do as of yet this season, and that is be dominant in the first half of a game. And,
yes.
I think we were pretty dominant against the Eagles.
From the first get-go, we took the kickoff, handoff to Josiah Noose, 49-yard run. First play from scrimmage for the Preston Knights, and we go up 7-0 against Hedgesville Eagles. And Noose has another long run there in the first quarter, and Scott Stone takes it in on the quarterback's 1-yard run at 4:54 to go in the first quarter, and we're up 14-0. Second quarter, Hedgesville controlled part of the clock, the couple long runs, but we intercepted the ball in the end zone and prevented Hedgesville from scoring. News comes back and goes on a 47-yard run, and we go up 21-0 for first half.
I don't know if the defensive strategy was one of bend but don't break, but that's how it worked out for the Knights in the first half, and they definitely took advantage of mistakes that the Eagles made to keep them from getting the ball in the end zone. And I know that Coach Tennant and his staff would like nothing better than to see this team pitch a shutout here tonight against Hedgesville and set the tone for the second half of the season in a way that they have not been able to do here in a few years.
But these boys now are proving themselves now. Hard work pays off. With the summer weightlifting program and the spring program they had in July or June and early July, and the weightlifting program all summer. And the boys now see it's paying off right now, that we right now could go to 4-2 in the season. We're off next week, and projected a 1-4 East Fairmont team is going to come in here to Knight Stadium. And you could see probably a 5-2 record going over to University High School. And University High School right now is 4-1, and probably after tonight it'll be 5-1, and they're ranked number 6 or 7 in Class AAA.
And that would be a big opportunity for the Knights right there to get over the hump and plant themselves firmly in playoff territory. But we don't want to look too far ahead. We've got an entire half of football here against a Hedgesville team, Gary, that I've come to have some respect for the amount of talent that they have. And I think they're all kind of on the same page. They just have not been able to execute quite at the level that they need to find success.
I think the key was we've shut down the Brown boy after the first few runs there in the first quarter. That's number 2, their star running back, 6 foot 180. I think we've shut him down. And the Garver boy, ran a couple of them, and we shut him down. And the quarterback, I don't know how many passes he threw in the first half, but he threw more than they run the ball.
Yeah, I was surprised by the amount of aerial attack that Hedgesville was willing to go after in terms of offensive strategy. I think they've got good receivers, big receivers. Quarterback's got a good arm, but the Knights have shown themselves to be more than equal to the task of defending, and I would have thought Hedgesville would have shied away from putting that ball in the air after the second interception.
And looking at our defense, he's playing that 3-5 defense, and it's worked this year. Like I said, when we're holding opponents to 21 points per game, and that's down from 40 from last year, the Preston Knights. And when you look at Dylan Kale and Robbie Schaefer and Bub DeWitt and T.C. Dalton, Austin Newsom, Ryan Deal, Austin Powell, Casey Shroud, Logan Manier, Peanut Boral, and the boys. Your leading tacklers, Newsom, Powell, Shroud, Dylan Smith, Colton Tasker. Now those boys are around the ball every time.
We've got a fired up group of Knight fans down here getting set to cheer Preston on to a victory here. And I'm sure they're happy that the rain has let up. And there may be a little more coming in late tonight, but hopefully we'll get this second half in under better weather conditions than we started the contest. And the Knights can bring home a victory here. Just about set to get things going as both teams head off to their respective sidelines. And the clock winding down now. And the officials, no doubt, will be anxious to get this second half underway before we get any more weather in here. We don't want any of the dreaded lightning delays.
No.
Rearing their ugly heads.
Yeah, you've got a 30-minute time period from when you see the first strike of lightning. You got 30 minutes after that to
you talk about a momentum killer.
Yeah. Well,
go set in the locker room and get cooled off.
Well, I'm sure Coach Tennant took the boys in and just made some adjustments here and there. And when you're up 21-0, it's the first time this year I think we've been up that amount in any of the first 5 ball games. So probably let them just go in there and relax a little bit and dry off a little bit and get rid of some of the mud and whatever else, and let them relax a little bit.
Now the Knights are going to kick this ball off to start the second half, having been recipients of the opening kick, and so they'll give it to Hedgesville and then settle in on defense and try to continue to dominate.
Ryan Farrell. Nice high kick taken at the 15-yard line. Hand off to Brown. He's looking for a place to go.
And you see why they want Brown to have that ball as he is
Fumble.
Still dancing around over there.
The ball was knocked up in the air, and I think it was recovered by Hedgesville on the Preston 45-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 here in the third quarter for Hedgesville on the Preston 45-yard line.
And the Knights had their hands full with Brown on that return. Ogie back to pass, and he puts that one right in the ground in front of the intended receiver.
Got a lot of new jerseys there on defense. I'm trying to keep track of, Steve.
Second and 10 from the 46 here. From the shotgun, straight back, rolls to his right, fires that ball, and Gettner catches this one. He's going to be driven down.
Peanut Borals put a hit on him. That'll make that 1st and 10, I believe, for Hedgesville.
We take another look at this, and you'll see Peanut not too far off the play here, and he comes in and lays the receiver out.
I haven't seen Dylan Smith here on defense tonight. I don't know whether he's not playing or dressed. I don't even know if I've seen him on the field tonight, Steve. Number 17, one of our leading tacklers. Whoa.
Well, sliding down to a stop there.
He's lucky he did, I'll tell you, because Ryan Deal come up there and was really going to put a hit on him.
He was about to lower the boom on Hoji.
Dylan Kale, defensive line, along with Bub DeWitt for Preston. Devin LaRue at the other defensive end spot.
A long timeout and then a give to number 3.
Garver. There's a flag down. There's something going on between a couple Preston Knights and the Garver boy. It looks like where the Preston Knights are clapping that the penalty's against Hedgesville. Let's see if we can pick up. Can't see what's going on in there.
Nope, they're keeping it to themselves.
That's
they're going to mark off a 15-yarder.
That's a biggie. That'll take the ball back to the Preston 40-yard line. We'll make it second down and a country mile.
And Hedgesville can ill afford mistakes like that. As much as we've, kind of harangued the Knights for having 70-plus yards in penalties in some of these games, and talking about how that's a momentum killer for Hedgesville, it's just horrendous.
No.
And it keeps getting worse for them.
Peanut Borals came across from the far side and tackled the quarterback for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Peanut, you take a look at this, Gary. Peanut off the edge gets a clean run at the quarterback. Nobody blocks him, and Hoji just takes off running, turns his back on Peanut, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Peanut's only a sophomore, 5'9", 165, sophomore.
And he's a gamer.
Yes, he is. He'll be a good one. He's good now, but he'll be quite a football player when he becomes a senior.
Very athletic young man. I know he's a basketball player as well, and he's looking forward to that when we get to the winter sports. Oh, taken down on the corner over there.
Oh, Newsom put him down. That'll make it third down and 16. Hedgesville on the Preston 46-yard line. 8:59 to go here in the third quarter. Preston 21, Hedgesville 0. Knocked out of bounds by Ryan Neal. He was persistent.
Hoji just running for his life right now as the Hedgesville offensive line has not been able to cope with adjustments made by the Knights here.
They're finding those gaps now.
We are really dominating them at the point of attack, and their pass protection is breaking down on both sides.
Short punt.
Yeah, very high kick coming down, end over end. The Knights are just going to get away from it.
It's be 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Their first possession here in the third quarter.
So not bad field position to start here for Preston. And we'll see what Coach Tennant has cooked up and what adjustments they've made to the offensive scheme here.
Thanks for
get the second half started.
Thanks for a big penalty there. We kept them deep in, driving in our territory, and got that big penalty. So Preston 1st and 10.
Noose end over end.
Big hole there. That linebacker come up there and knocked him down.
Pickup of only about 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. He pushes that ball out over the 30, almost to the 31. And we get a whistle as Stone comes out from under center, and that's probably going to be a procedure penalty. Let's see. No, Hedgesville lined up in the neutral zone. Offsides. So the Knights get a gift here, 5 yards, the easy way.
Brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Knights.
Stone with a give to the second man through. Noose. He pushes toward that first down territory.
If you watch Hedgesville's defense now, they're running 9 men right there on the line of scrimmage within 3 yards of the ball. It's just difficult for our offensive line to get a good charge on those boys.
Knights need 2 for a first down.
Now they got 10 men on the line, only a single defensive back. Someone can break through there, they're gone.
Powell will pick up the first down there with a nice little bit of power running. So Preston keeps the drive alive here. And they're pushing out toward midfield, putting more and more pressure on Hedgesville as the third period ticks along. Noose was a half step from making the break on the corner there. He's going to get out to about the 47.5-yard line.
Austin Powell was on the block. The kid just leaped out and tripped him up.
And he didn't get a whole lot of Noose, just enough to bring him down and save what would have been a big gain, possibly a score.
Noose, he's gone. Kiss it goodbye. Josiah Noose.
He just needs that little gap, and Gary, we could look at this one all day.
53-yard run.
54-yard touchdown run.
Here it is again. Noose takes that handoff, makes one good cut. Everybody misses. They try to arm tackle him, and you're just not going to arm tackle Josiah Noose in that situation. And once he breaks through the line, as you pointed out earlier, there's nobody back there to stop him.
No.
He's gone.
Those linemen opened that hole up, and he saw how big that hole was, and Josiah said, okay, baby, put her in high gear. We're just...
Farrell with the extra point, and the Knights tack on their 28th point of the evening. So they have scored here in the third period with 5:29 remaining to extend their lead to 28-zip over Hedgesville.
Reminder, the Knights have an open date next week, so we will not be on the air. Make sure you watch a coach's show, because we'll recap the Hedgesville game, and then
and we owe Coach Tennant that much. He's going to be a happy man.
Yes, sir.
I think this week you're going to see some smiles on the coach's show, because I'm sure he's already excited about the dominance that the Knights have displayed here in this contest.
Plus, we're going to have Coach Paul Martin on the coach's show to talk about the first Preston High School Hall of Fame.
And I know Coach Martin, as well as several others, have put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to bring that about.
Squib kick.
And that ball loose for a minute.
It's all right. Run that north side, east west. That's it. Keep running east west.
That ball was returned by Oakla Fitzwater, and he was trying to get over there to Brown. I think the conversation was something like, here, I don't want it, you take it. Brown said, no, I'll block for you. But
that's pretty good coverage that time.
Fitzwater, as you pointed out, he's running east and west, and that's just not going to benefit him.
Especially when the kick was picked up on about the 15-yard line. They only returned it to 26, so 11-yard return on the kickoff, and that's good coverage by your coverage unit. I'll tell you what, 14, Ryan Neal stayed home and saw that play coming the whole time.
And I'm looking for a number 40 on the Hedgesville roster, and I don't have a 40. But he's been active on a couple of plays out of the backfield there. The Knights definitely have his number at this point.
A loss of 7 yards for Hedgesville. They're deep in their own territory on their own 20-yard line.
Koji on the run again, and he just eludes the first tackler and gets out over the 20-yard line out to the 22.
Ryan Deal just missed him there in the backfield.
Almost tripped him up, and he's a pretty swift runner. We look at the replay here, and you see, just missed him by a whisker.
It's a good thing he ducked down, I'll tell you, because Casey Shroud would have put the hurts on him. Preston Knights are playing good defense tonight. They're covering their territories. Tackle by Dylan McCroby.
McCroby said, I've seen Mr. Garver before. Here we go.
Nice punt.
Again, end over end, bounding down. We're going to let the Eagles down that one.
Baker should have fielded that. I mean, he had plenty of room to pick that ball up and run it back.
Well, he did, but I think Coach Tennant at this point is happy to put his offense on the field and say, okay, let's just grind out a series of first downs here and wind this clock a little bit.
Well, he's only young.
Josiah Noose just keeps thwarting his efforts in that regard, because his version of grinding out a series of first downs is to get you 9 of them all at once.
Well, like I said, he's a Big Ten leading scorer. He's a Big Ten leading rusher right now, and he's got to be one of the leading rushers in the state.
Yeah, I don't know where they keep the list, or if there is a list of those statistics compiled somewhere. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see exactly where he stands
in the state.
On a statewide basis. But obviously, got to be one of the best running backs, not just in the history of Preston High, but one of the most productive backs in the state of West Virginia right now.
Now, somebody for the Wheeling Intelligencer used to keep all those stats some way, and I don't know if he still does or not. And I've tried to get on and find statewide stats, but I've never been able to pick anything up.
Yeah, very difficult, but we'll keep doing the research, see what we can come up with.
The Fairmont Times sports writer keeps up with all the Big Ten stats.
Suffice to say, he has not hurt himself statistically here this evening.
I would venture to say he probably will have his yardage tonight when he's averaging 200 and some yards, 200 and some yards a game. I used to have it.
Yeah, I think it's around 235.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Unofficially. And you look at him working across the way there, weaving in and out of traffic. And he picks up a few more, and he picks up an all-important first down for the Knights. We'll watch him go to work again here in a second. And just such a nice, fluid runner, but a great ability great peripheral vision and ability to make those quick little cutbacks in traffic. Stone working from the shotgun. And the give is to Shrout this time, and Shrout's going to be walked out of bounds over there in front of the Hedgesville bench.
2:13 to go in the third quarter. Preston 28, Hedgesville 0. I'd venture to say if we score again, Steve, in the fourth quarter, we'll probably see some more reserves getting in there to play.
Oh, well, they should. I think Coach Tennant, more so than some coaches I've watched over the years, not just at Preston, but all over the state of West Virginia, and especially the north central part of West Virginia.
Scott Stone picking him up and laying him down. Takes it down to the 25-yard line.
Stone got a little sneaky with that one.
They faked the handoff to Josiah Noose around our left side, and he brought it back to the right.
And nobody but Fitzwater stayed home there enough to get with him and escort him out of bounds. You see nothing but black jerseys there for a while, and then Fitzwater gets over there along with Logan Geltner, but
spread formation for Scott Stone.
A little bobble of the handoff to Austin Powell there, but then Powell locks that ball down, and good ball security, and he rumbles ahead.
Down to the 19-yard line of Hedgesville.
Preston grinding it out here.
I'm going to have to look back through the books and see when the last time we shut out an opponent.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
And you're assuming a shutout.
Touchdown. Oh, he dropped it.
So close, just off the fingertips of Austin Newsom. Watch this one again, Gary, and you'll see just how close Newsom was to put that one in the bank. Nice throw by Stone, and Newsom made a good adjustment on the ball, and it just slipped between his hands.
Yes. So that will make it 3rd and 3 for Preston on the Hedgesville 19-yard line. Logan Manier in motion. Turned the corner in. Just couldn't get around the corner that time, Shrout.
That's going to bring up another first down. So Preston moves the chains again.
That offensive line's been doing a good job tonight, Steve.
Oh, they fired off the ball all night long here and just dominated Hedgesville.
Newsom.
Newsom cut down in there finally.
That ought to take it down to about the 10-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and
watch Carver at the end of this one. I'll tell you what, he sacrifices to make this stop.
Oh, we said, get that truck's number.
Kept the Knights out of the end zone at least for another play. Now, here we shoot ourselves in the foot just a little bit with a procedure penalty. But the Knights have done better in this regard tonight than in earlier games. I don't think Coach Tennant and his crew are ever satisfied with any penalty yardage.
We're going to end the 3rd quarter 28-0. Favor Preston.
All right, the Knights come off to the near side with 4 fingers in the air. The fourth quarter, we've heard Tennant say, is ours. We own that. So if that's true, they'll take home a big victory here tonight in just a little bit. We'll come back and watch it with you right here on Cable Channel 7 after these messages.
Folks in these parts have trusted their collision repair to MCR for nearly 30 years. Now you can get that same care and experience for mechanical repairs, too. MCR Mechanical can take care of your ride, whether it's normal maintenance work, brakes, shocks, struts, computer diagnostics, even computer alignments. MCR Mechanical will take care of you. To keep your ride in top-notch shape, call MCR Mechanical at 329-3996. MCR Mechanical, beside the Albright Quick Stop in Albright.
Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care has a blood draw station right on site for your convenience. Do you have a health condition that requires you to have a standing order for routine lab work? Just bring your order with you and one of our friendly, helpful medical staff members will get you in and out quickly. No appointment needed, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Preston Memorial Hospital Urgent Care at the Route 7 Kingwood Pike intersection.
Don't you wish things were made the way they used to be made? Hi, I'm Kent Foltz with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Introducing to you the Almost Heaven Collection by Imperial Mattress Company. A two-sided mattress you can actually flip over. If you want quality and value, the Almost Heaven Collection's for you. Only available here at Delano's and made right here in West Virginia. Come get wowed by the Almost Heaven Collection. Delano's Furniture and Mattress, Route 7 Terra Alta and Route 7 Reedsville.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston Knight football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
When you visit Scott Ford and Schaefer GMC, you're liable to see people from Pennsylvania, other parts of West Virginia, as well as Maryland. And that's because the word is out. Scott Ford not only has a huge selection, makes your best deal, but has great service after the sale. It's as simple as that. When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, make it Scott Ford, Schaefer GMC. Route 7 near Walmart, Kingwood. That's the dealer you can trust.
Choose the right path for your real estate needs. Locally owned Mountain Path Properties, LLC in Arthurdale. We provide full real estate services to all of North Central West Virginia. Our professional realtors are equipped to provide clients with the highest standard of service in the industry, and we value the opportunity to assist our neighbors and friends in buying, selling, leasing, or managing all types of property. Mountain Path Properties will even represent the buyer at no cost in any transaction, no matter which real estate company the property is listed with. So, don't just call a number on a sign. Call Mountain Path Properties and get a professional realtor that will work for you. Oh, and if you're thinking of selling your home, call us for a free market analysis to help determine the value of your property today.
Stop by the Manown Mini Mart, located at the intersection of Route 7 and Dogtown Road, just below Walmart, for all your game day supplies, cold drinks, and all your legal beverages, along with homemade fudge, cookies, and pepperoni rolls cooked fresh daily. Check out their Sunoco gas, the official fuel of NASCAR, and off-road fuel and diesel available. They also fill propane tanks. Randy and Linda Huggins, local owners, wish the Knights good luck on another fantastic season.
Browns Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Browns Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Browns Mill Grocery. Browns Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Browns Mill Grocery.
Back we are in Kingwood, where the Knights get ready to, as they put it, own the fourth period. And Gary, they're on the verge of taking home a very, very important victory. I don't think we can overstate the importance of the Knights getting a win here at home after a long series of up and down road games, and continuing to advance the program and move forward and hopefully put themselves in position to garner a playoff spot later in the season.
And our JV team plays every Monday, and I think they're 2-2 or 3-2 on the season. And the new middle school program plays every Wednesday. So we've got 3 teams playing now. We used to only have about 1. Touchdown.
Oh boy.
Scott Stone, beautiful throw.
That was intended for Logan Manier, and again, Manier got a touch on the ball, but just unable quite to pull it down as he and Stone try to hook up there for a big play. Stone is firing the ball well tonight.
He's accurate.
He's had a couple of rough weeks and been picked off a couple of times, and I know he's been a little bit frustrated of late, but tonight I think he is showing what his abilities are, and they throw the fade here, and again, just off the fingertips of Newsom.
His passes have been catchable.
Yeah, very, very well placed, very catchable balls. Again, the Knights going to the air here on a cold, rainy evening. Give them credit.
4th and 2.
Stone wants that touchdown.
In his hands again.
Can't get it again. In and out of the hands of Logan Manier.
He's down.
Manier, Manier is down in the back of the end zone here, and in some obvious discomfort.
Comes the trainer.
They're going to come and check him out and evaluate the situation.
It looks like his right leg just gave out on him after he went through the end zone.
A little off balance there as he tried to pull the ball in, and I'm not sure if he just came down funny on the right leg or exactly what happened there, but the Knights will take a knee, and hopefully Logan will be all right here.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hedgesville from the 15-yard line?
Going to be right around the 14.5, 15-yard line. 11:47 on the stop clock, and it's always good when you see that player who's down get up and walk off under his own power, and Manier able to come off to the near side here. And a little bit gimpy, but walking along with the trainer, and he's going to try to walk it off here.
Well, hopefully he'll have 2 weeks to heal up a little bit before we play East Fairmont. East Fairmont, 17th of October, homecoming here at Knight Stadium.
Oh, that'll be a great night here on the mountaintop. All right, Shifty and showing you what he can do, and brought down on a shoestring tackle across the way there.
Tackle made by number 26, Cameron Shrout.
Shrout with a saving tackle on Stephen Brown here. And Brown, you see him get around that corner, and he's a big, rangy, long striding runner. He covers a lot of territory really quickly, Gary, and he runs with a lot of power.
Once he got by the top three, into the Wildcat, he's...
Yeah, direct snap to him, and he's going to cut it back into the middle and come out over midfield and into Knight territory. So they are trying to strike quickly.
Fourth quarter action, 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Preston 28, Hedgesville 0. Our defender wasn't even looking for the football. He could have intercepted that.
No, little mistake in judgment there that time. And that ball again out there. I don't have a number 17 on my Hedgesville roster.
Number 23, the Baker boy, wasn't looking back, and they let him play one play and gave up a big play. So back into free safety is Joshua Noose. They want to conserve this, probably prevent scoring by Hedgesville, just keep a shutout.
In the middle of the field, and slippery running there by Logan Geltner.
Number 1, Logan Butler's ball carrier. Stop made by number 24, Zion Duke.
So Noose steps right back into his role there at safety, and does a little dance with Geltner and takes him out of bounds across the way there about the 11-yard line. Knights have their backs against the wall here if they want to try to preserve the shutout.
Ooh, knocked away by Josiah Noose, or was that Shrout?
That was Cameron Shrout. Shrout getting over there just in time to tip that ball away from the intended receiver as we take another look here. You'll see that ball well on its way to a scoring strike, and Shrout comes in there at the last second to deflect it.
3rd and 2 for Hedgesville. Wildcat.
The Wildcat once again, and
Baker Brown's going to take it in.
Stephen Brown with the touchdown, and they break the goose egg here. Hedgesville gets on the board with 10 minutes and 8 seconds. And you see Brown here, once he set sail, he made that initial cut into the middle, and there was just no stopping him. So a big moment here on the evening for Hedgesville. They've been close several times, been unable to put any points on the board. Now they're going to go for 2 right here, and he's going to be stopped.
Number 2, Brown, stopped. Extra point is no good. Stop made by number 34, Casey Shrout.
Shrout turns away Brown's attempt at the 2-point conversion, and it's 28-6 now with 10:07 remaining in regulation. Knights and the Eagles mixing it up a little bit.
With 10 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter, the score, Preston Knight.
Hedgesville will kick that ball away now, and I would not be surprised at this point, Gary, to maybe see an onside kick, so the Knights have got to have the hands team out there and be ready for it, because the last thing we want to do is give Hedgesville any glimmer of hope in this situation.
Yeah, Coach Tennant and Coach Forbes know that well from the North Marion game last week when North Marion did it to us.
Oh, yeah, and Coach Tennant was not real happy about his team's performance in regard to that. Again, special teams play still a little rough around the edges for the Knights at times. So they'll have to be minding this one closely.
Well, they've moved everybody up. They've moved everybody up, and they got 8, 9 men there within 10 yards. So they're looking for that onside kick. They've moved it. Mike Preston recovered it on the Hedgesville 48-yard line.
All right, Knights
Baker
don't do anything flashy there. They just do a good job coming out there and covering the ball, and Baker does that. He gets down there and secures the ball and secures the possession for Preston. Opportunity here for Preston to maybe grind again a little bit of time off the clock. And they'll keep it on the ground here.
There goes Noose again.
See what I mean? Josiah Noose says, Coach, this is how I work the clock.
Woo! 51.
You give them a touchdown, you take it right back.
51-yard run. Jeez, here we go again.
Right here, he was never touched by anybody in a white shirt on his way to the end zone there, and he just blows by the entire Hedgesville team.
Tell you what, they opened up that hole for him, and boom. That young man, if he's not one of the state players of the week.
I don't see how you can deny it. Extra point is up and good. And the Knights now have 35 points on the board. So 35-6, and Hedgesville they got to hang their heads a little bit on that one, Gary.
Yeah.
They got caught asleep at the switch, expecting the Knights to just kind of maybe loaf into the line and start working the clock a little bit. And they thought they were going to try to get a stop and get a 3 and out. They didn't even get a 1 and out.
I don't know what Josiah's time is in the 40-yard. I don't know.
We'll just say really fast.
Yeah, he's fast. All right, the kicking team led by Ryan Farrell out.
Student section hanging in there.
Number 82, Ryan.
It's good to see that Ryan Farrell has agreed to come over from the soccer team and help the football team out. And since I think this is his second or third ball game, our PATs and our kickoffs have been much better.
Vastly improved.
We're not giving the opponents a short field on our kickoffs. Another squib kick.
Brown going to pick this one up and try to weave his way and find some daylight.
He's not going to do it that time. Newsom and the boys were over there on him.
Austin Powell and Doug Ayers over there, making sure that Brown was corralled and did not get out of hand on that return. Straight drop, and that ball fired quickly out to the left.
Yeah.
Xavion Jones with the catch there. Jones, a big bodied receiver there.
Goes about 240 for 175, 180-pound safety. That's pretty difficult to bring down.
Yes, it is.
Again, the straight drop. And
caught it out of bounds. And we're running down the field with our back
to the ball in a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Those mistakes were made early on by Hedgesville. The Knights took advantage. And we take a look at this once again, and you'll see it right here. The receiver actually got separation, but he didn't know exactly where he was at on the field of play, and fortunately for Preston, he stepped over the sideline there before he made the catch.
I know East Fairmont has a 6'6" wide receiver, and their quarterback, the Delaney boy, leads the Big Ten in passing. So the scouting report will show that what boys are running down the field with their back to the pass, and I'm sure Coach Haddock or Coach Kelly, those other coaches, are going to notice that.
Try to get that corrected.
And if Coach Tennant doesn't get that corrected, it may be a long night on those corners. But we've been playing well here against Hedgesville defensively, giving up only 6 points.
9:28 remaining in the contest.
I think it was a fumble.
Yeah, coming up off the bottom of the pile there.
Robert Schaefer.
Well, another nail in the Hedgesville coffin, so to speak. And
yeah, as an old coach back in the 60s and early 70s, I know what an 0-5 record feels like, and the players do too. And it's disheartening, and just it's like, well,
frustration.
Let's get to frustration. Let's get this game over with so we can go home. Again, they're just young men, 15, 16, 17 years old,
trying to enjoy playing football.
Number 27, Justin Moats, ball carrier.
Garver knocked the stilts out from beneath of him.
Justin Moats, just a 158-pound freshman, 5'11".
Quick hitter up the middle. Get a little frisky. .8:39 to go in the ball game. Preston 35. Hedgesville.
We've got
6.
another Hedgesville player down, shaking up on the play.
Giltner boy.
He's trying to wave the trainer off. The trainer says, no, no, no.
Turned out after the first quarter, all the rain we had, it turned out to be a pretty nice evening here at Knight Stadium.
Yeah, the wind died down,
yeah.
and that led to
that liquid sunshine. Mother Nature kind of took it somewhere else.
Yeah, led to things kind of drying out a little bit.
Travis White, Ford, coach is standing there along the sidelines.
Geltner's still down across the way, being attended to by the trainers.
Brent Carew, the defensive line coach.
Get up and walk off. Just a little bit of assistance. His evening may be done with 8:33 remaining in the contest.
Coach Aaron Fiddler, his first year at Hedgesville, helping the young man off. The son of Alan Fiddler, as we talked about before, former coach down at Moorfield, had about 6 or 7 state championships at Moorfield.
Yeah, there was a period of time when Moorfield just sort of owned that division.
Yeah, then he went down to Glenville, would coach for a while. I think now he's down at a large school somewhere in Virginia coaching. So there's a good bloodline there with Coach Fiddler, and with all these young players he has on the Hedgesville team, they'll be quite forced to be reckoned with here in the next few years.
Yeah, you can kind of see little bits and pieces of it as he's tried to institute his game plan.
Because when you got a freshman playing varsity quarterback, first-string quarterback on a AAA team.
Well, first of all, you've got to have an awful lot of faith in that young man.
That's right.
Then you've got to get all your upperclassmen to buy into it.
Preston takes over on the 1st and 10.
Justin Moat on the carry for the Knights' first down. Stop made by number 32, James Bishop, 33.
Moats with a nice run, and now he'll come off to the near side.
Baker in, number 23. 33, Jared Summers, 5'5" freshman, running into fullback.
Upended by number 3, Jonathan Garver.
Hole was there, he just didn't get there quick enough. Turning clock.
Pickup of about a yard, and we keep the clock moving at 6:48.
Ball on the Hedgesville 22-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Pitch to Baker. Got to turn it up. You can't run east and west. Got to turn her up.
He turned the corner, and unfortunately there were 2 big white jerseys right there hanging out on the corner saying, "We're waiting for you, son."
Yeah.
We were hoping you were coming this way.
Got a new quarterback in the lineup, the Dakota Holt. He's a freshman. 5'9", 140. Number 10.
Take a look at the lovely Knight cheerleaders. And our mascot down there, and smiles all around. But the officials aren't smiling. They're still putting laundry on the field.
We had 12 players on the field. A lot of substitution going on.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there. Somebody tried to hide in the group when he realized, hey, I think I'm not supposed to be here. A little embarrassing when you're out there looking for a place to stand and there's already a guy in that place. Oops.
It's embarrassing too when you're on television.
These youngsters have done a good job tonight, and for the players that are backups that are getting in here now, you know, great opportunity to get some quality time on the field against this Hedgesville squad, and prove to the coaches that they can produce as well.
Douglas Ayers into the ball game for Preston. Running back. Fog's starting to set in, Steve.
Yeah, we've got still got 5 minutes to go in the contest here, so we've seen that happen on the mountaintop a time or two. Fortunately, with only 5 minutes remaining in the game, we probably stand a better than average chance of being able to see the action. But I've been here a time or two with you, my friend,
yes,
when nobody knew what was going on. We couldn't see the ball. We couldn't see the numbers. We couldn't see the other side of the field.
Defense back on the field for Preston. A lot of New Jersey numbers out there for the Preston Knights here on defense with 4:52 to go in the ball game.
Brown takes the direct snap, runs out to his right, looking to throw that ball, and in and out of the hands of Darrell Brown.
Brother.
Yep, Brown to Brown.
Brown to Brown. Coach Tennant on the sidelines.
He'll relax when the horn sounds.
Yeah, he was yelling at Blaney to get in there.
Still a little animated, but I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, he wanted to get Casey Shroud out of there before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So
or lost in the fog, because it's really starting to roll in here.
Brown brings it up to the 38-yard line.
Glad nobody's wearing a gray uniform, or we'd be in real trouble right now as the fog just drops over Knight Stadium here.
Coming in off of the Cheat River.
4.5 minutes to go. Brown, student body left.
Knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Only at Preston High on the banks of the Cheat River. Fans, it is very, very difficult to see what's going on out there in the field, as you can see.
We were talking about how nice it was that the wind had died down, but, you know, honestly, we need a little gust right now to come in here and blow these clouds away for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Hedgesville was 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Have no idea what happened over there on the far side.
No, you got to feel for the officials a little bit in this situation too. There could be some mayhem going on out there that they're not aware of.
We're down to 3:40 to go in the ball game. Preston 35, Hedgesville 6.
We're laughing, but you know, you send a player in there to substitute, and he just disappears into the fog.
Preston takes a timeout, substituting a lot of people on defense, and I think we end up with one too many players on the field at that time.
3:25 to go. 35-6, and we can barely see the scoreboard now.
Preston will go to 4-2 on the season. They're off next week, and then the East Fairmont Bees will be here, a Big Ten matchup on the 17th of October.
Hedgesville dropping their 5th game of the season. They will, although they struggle here, they will continue to move forward. And, you know, I can see some flashes and bits and pieces of what their program can become, and they certainly are a talented bunch. It's been fun to have them up here on the mountain, and
we'll get some points.
Hopefully they don't get lost in the fog on their way back over the mountain, back to I-68, home to Berkeley County.
We may move up a little bit in the SSAC rankings coming out at noon on Tuesday.
Well, Hedgesville is a AAA school,
there you
so
go.
you know, even though they're an 0-4 now, about to be 0-5 AAA school, you still get some points.
Players evidently know what's going on down in the field because tackled way behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Hoji had the ball there and turned and just got a face full of nothing but Preston uniforms.
Well, we hope the teams that we beat start winning some ball games, Steve, and that'll give us more points in that ranking.
That helps us in the equation.
Well, like Lewis County, I think for Lewis County's ranked 8th. Of course, we lost to them, but you know,
put up a good fight against a Lewis County team that was big and strong. I think if we played them, you know, late in the season, it might be a different outcome. But that's another case of another team that struggled for a while and has really started to build a good program down there on the campus in Southwestern.
Folks, it's not your television at home. There's nothing wrong with your television, so you don't have to get up and try to fix it. It's fog has set in here at Knight Stadium.
Don't adjust your set. We are at the mercy of the weather here.
2:15 to go in the ball game. Preston's up 35-6.
We shouldn't have joked about it. We brought this on ourselves.
Yeah, as soon as we said something about, oh, how nice it was. Well, evidently the Knights take over.
I'm going to assume you're correct with that. I was about to say I'm waiting for one of the officials. How can you throw a pass in that suit? How would you see the receiver? And how would he find the ball? I don't know. That's just putting it out there on a wing and a prayer.
Did you hear that?
I just heard the stat for Josiah News: 323 yards and 4 touchdowns. And that's got to be some kind of a record at Preston High.
And possibly, well, I don't know about the state, but if he's not player of the year, player of the week in the state, there's someone's not voting correctly.
Or somebody's having a heck of a game someplace tonight.
Yes, yeah. It's good to get these young men in the ball game because, you know, they practice hard all week, and nothing like getting into a varsity game.
Plus, with this kind of, fog coverage, you can put 12 or 14 of them out there at a time. Who's going to know? I'm waiting for one of the officials to call an illegal procedure call. How would he see it? How would he know it happened? I think you could debate it pretty effectively. The scoreboard has totally disappeared into the night, but Preston leads Hedgesville 35-6, and time continues to wind down. We'll hear the horn when it goes off over there.
So
about 43 seconds remaining.
Coach Tennant will go to 4-2. There you can see the scoreboard.
Yeah, or a ghostly representation thereof. Folks, that is the actual view of the scoreboard at Knight Stadium right now. Oh, this is fun, live and good. This is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I think that'll be
into the soup, and I think that may be the last play.
Yes.
Knights are going to come off on the near sideline.
Go to 4-2 on the season. Hedgesville 0-5.
A well-deserved, hard-fought victory for the Knights. They were dominant throughout the contest. They survived everything, including the weather here tonight. And they move on now to the open week. And then a big, big finish. And we'll be there for the whole ride along the way. Gary, it'll be fun to be at home. Hopefully this will be our fog bowl for the year and we get it out of the way, but I'm saying nothing else about weather. I'm done.
As soon as I open my mouth, the fog set in.
There you go. Well, folks, it has been a treat to be invited into your homes to bring you Preston Knight football once again on the mountaintop where the Knights are 35-6 victors over the Hedgesville Eagles. We'll send them back to Berkeley County if they can indeed find their bus somewhere in the parking lot in the cloud. And we will move on from here. Be sure to tune in, watch the coaches show this week, watch for replays of this game and other Preston Knight sporting events on Cable Channel 7, your hometown TV station, or on demand anytime at youtube.com/cable7. And with that, Gary, any final thoughts on this one?
Great win for the Preston Knights. They were supposed to win. The statistics said they were supposed to win, and they did win handily, 35-6.
Okay. Well, Preston, a big victory here. They move on. We'll move on. and we'll see you when we see you next time. We want to thank the entire crew here tonight. Dave Brown down there on our end zone camera, Dan Sims up high with most of the shots trying to get you through the fog here tonight as the crowd begins to dissipate, and at least we can see them on this side of the stadium. And also Colton Manier on camera for us tonight. And for everyone at Tri-State Productions and Mountain Digital, we thank you for tuning in here on Cable Channel 7. Gary and I will see you when we see you next. So stay tuned.
I didn't figure you were going to get this.